What's up YouTube? What's up YouTube? It's your girl Curly Victoria. I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. I'm trying to get I got y'all propped up so weird, but just bear with me. I got a lot of cleaning still to do. Yo, I woke up today like 2 or 3 times when I went back to sleep. I did not get up out of the bed until almost 3 something. Still not feeling all that well. I took a shower, then I like immediately started working on some business stuff, and I'm feeling like tired still, so I think I'm going to bed soon. But I'm trying to make myself be up a little bit before I go back to bed, because it is 6 o'clock. Like, I woke up and it was already time to close the blinds, and I'm like, dang, I didn't even get to open my room blinds because it starting to get dark already. Well, not like super dark, but there's not really light out like that. So I wanted to make this video because I was literally on my Rich Girls Plan page. If you're not following Rich Girls Plan, I don't think you can see it, but go follow Rich Girls Plan, y'all. This page is basically the guide to better living. It talks about financial literacy, motivation, investing, all of that. And yeah, so I have big plans for this page for this upcoming year. And also, if you're not following my main page, Curly Victoria, spelled the exact same way as my YouTube channel, then make sure you go subscribe there, or make sure you follow there. I literally, that's just like my main page. But if you're ever trying to get in connection with my other pages, then this is where you should be going, to my main page, because they're all in the bio. But anyway, I'm gonna be making a few quick videos about, you know, like what the goals are, what you could be doing to be successful, and things like that. But this video in particular is about how to start a business. A lot of people pretty much think, you know, oh, I have to, in order to start a business, like I have to do X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. The truth is, you need to have a plan, okay? You need to have a vision. You need to literally be starting your business with things that you are passionate about, okay? A lot of people get into a business industry or find their niche, which some people call it a niche. And I call it a niche, but some people call it niche. And a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm gonna get in the same industry as her, I'm gonna do what she's doing, and the thing about it, sis, is your passion, your purpose, what God has for you and what is for your life is not going to be always what you think. Like, it's not going to be what you think, and it's also not going to be like the next girl. What's for you is for you, and that's why a lot of people don't succeed in what they do, because they are so focused on trying to be somebody else that they don't realize, like, just be yourself. By simply being yourself, you already have your place in that market. Now, one thing that I would like to point out is, because I hear this all the time, and I've heard this like within a week, like a couple weeks ago, why do you want to do X, Y, and Z? Like, there's a lot of people doing that, and blah, 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 blah. Or why are you so into that? And I'm like, listen, no matter how saturated a market is, there's room for you. If it is for you, there is room for you. Could you imagine if Wells Fargo said, well, wow, we're not going to build our bank because Bank of America is in business, so like, why would we build a bank because they got a bank? Newsflash, there's a demand for it. Newsflash, Bank of America and Wells Fargo are not the same. You know, they have their own different operations. Some people prefer the service from here. Some people prefer this service. This bank has too many fees. This bank has little fees. This bank offers me, you know, more of a competitive advantage. This bank has nothing to offer me. This bank helps me when I'm a first-time home buyer. This bank does nothing. There are different back and forths. It's like the people, some people like Chick-fil-A, some people like McDonald's, some people like both. There's a demand, and there is, you know, like, you don't have to sit here and worry about the other franchises. Oh, well, if McDonald's have chicken nuggets, I can't have chicken nuggets at Chick-fil-A, or you know what I mean? You have to worry about your spot in yourself in society and stop worrying about the other businesses. You're not a part of their business plans. You're not a part of, their different innovations. You're not a part of any of those things. You know what I mean? So none of your strategic planning and goals and things like that are going to be the exact same. So first, make sure that you are getting into a market because you want to be in that market, not focused on who else is in that market. Not everybody's meant to be business owners. Now, I'm literally an advocate for, entrepreneurship and things like that. Like, that's what I'm passionate about. I met a girl, and I always use this as an example at some point in my life because I think it's such a perfect example of being someone who goes after a goal, no matter whether it's entrepreneurship or it's working your 9 to 5. This girl, I sold. I sold shoes. She sold shoes. Like, we sold like luxury like shoes, like basically like high-end, like good vibe shoes, right? Like heels and stuff like that, bags. And I remember her telling me, because she's like, you're so like good at what you do, and she's like, you had so many hustles and you're so like passionate and you're good. And I thought that she was good at what she did too. And she's like, no, you have like so many niches. And I'm like, that I do. And she's like, I just want to work my job and I want to just become a wife and a good mother. And the crazy thing is, I respect her so much, is because I felt like she has a goal and she's not trying to be like everybody else. She recognized that I'm an entrepreneur, but she loved her job, she loved her man, and she eventually wanted to get married to him and have children. And she said, I just want to be a really good mom. I don't mind working my job, blah, 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 blah. And I just find that so like commendable, because it's like she knows exactly what she wants, and she was doing what she needed to do to get exactly what she wanted, while I'm doing exactly what I want to do and need to do to get what I want. Even though I want entrepreneurship and she just wants housewife and side job, there's no difference between these two people because they both have goals. Now, obviously, when you have the entrepreneurial route, you have more opportunity to create residual income. You have more opportunity to create, like your wealth in different aspects, generational wealth and all that stuff. This aspect is just as commendable because she knows exactly what she wants. Now, imagine if she knew exactly that she wanted this and she tried to come into my world, or just the world of entrepreneurship. She would be so depressed and so miserable because she doesn't want to be in this world. She knows what her purpose and her passion is. So she knows, let me stay in my lane over here, because if I come over here, I'm just going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be stressed out. I'm going to be, because it's not really my passion. It's not my purpose. She would know that if she crossed from this lane to this lane, it's like, no, now at this point, I'm just trying to be like her. But she wasn't like that. And that's why I still have hats off to her, because that's so respectable. I don't look at other people and just be like, oh, well, I'm going to go try to be exactly like her. Like, newsflash, y'all, growing up, I've always wanted to be exactly like me. Like, I've already seen that there's a better version of myself that exists down the road as a, younger, getting older. And that's what I want it to be like. I want it to be like Craylisa Victoria. And today, I am like Craylisa Victoria. Everything that I'm passionate about, everything that I'm working on, all of my business endeavors are things that have been a part of me since I was young. I've always had a knack for like being interested in writing out my goals. I've had a knack for fashion. I've had a knack for like that business. I had a knack for law. These aren't things that just popped up overnight. You know what I mean? These are not things that I haven't thought about for years. These are things that I have invested myself in. These are things that I'm rebranding and re-strategizing and reinvesting myself in. So I would definitely say, to start a business, you need to first, like I said, know your purpose, your passion, have your niche. Also make sure Y'all, I do not feel like being on the phone like that today. I don't. Like, I'm making videos and I'm trying to get back on my media and stuff like that, but I do not feel like talking. I've been talking like all week. Thankfully, people have been checking on me and stuff like that, but like I said, I kind of got to get in the sprue of things, because it's like, you're not feeling good, but sis, you still kind of got to get this business stuff. So basically, starting to feel like I need water. But anyway, I would just continue to, just work on my stuff. Another thing when you start your business is write out your plan, write out your goals, write out your vision, write out your 5-year, your 10-year, all of that. Because to have it up here, but to have it on paper are two different things. Having it up here is awesome, but having it on paper is another form of accountability. When I set my goals, I keep them in my agenda, my planner. I keep them in my iPad, like, my to-do list and stuff like that. In my phone, I got a to-do list in my phone. My laptop. We put things in our laptop. So find ways in which your organization can be organized, and go for it that way. But definitely, like I said, make sure you have a vision and have a plan. The next thing I would say is, don't give up when your content gets 0 likes and your comments get 0 likes or 0 comments, and nobody is buying your product right now, or maybe you only sold one of your units for the week, or you haven't sold anything. Don't give up, because there's going to be a lot of days like that. That's what separates you from the weak. That's what separates you from those who really want it and those who don't. You could be working on a business for 6 years straight, get no results. Well, I'm not going to say no results, because if you're exerting effort, it's impossible not to get results. You could be working 6 years in a row and not get the results that you have been expecting and hoping for and praying for and working for. And on the 7th year, everything that you hoped for, prayed for down the road, be what you get on the 7th year. What I'm saying is, do not give up. Okay, I'm currently going through a rebranding, re-strategizing process, where I do have products from my brands and things like that are still sitting in inventory that I need to get sold. I still do have, I have my hands in so many different jars that I'm just kind of putting everything. And now that I said jars, I just thought about my master's-in-law. Y'all know I'm doing my master's-in-law in school, and I've been waiting for a petition to come back, so I have to check on that real quick. But yes, make sure you are writing things down, but you're also rebranding, re-strategizing. I read books. Find ways. I listen to motivation. Find ways to really be able to up your business. If you have to restart, like for me, starting over, rebranding and stuff like that is a good way to refresh. Some things that you might not have thought of, or maybe more consistency, or there's different things that you always could learn. They still haven't, let me email my advisor. Hold on. Okay, I'm just trying to get things squared away before the new year. I don't have that many things left in this class or in this program that I'm doing, but we're trying to get everything completely put, like structured and stuff like that for this upcoming year. I don't like last minute. I do not like all of that. Okay, my ducks are in a row, my I's are dotted, my T's are crossed when it comes down to business and school and stuff like that. I try to be as strategic as I can, especially my school. I don't like I said, last minute. So I've been on my advisors. I submitted a petition almost 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and we just hit after the holidays, and it's still, you know what I mean, like I still haven't gotten feedback on did the petition go through or did it not. Like, those are things that I need to know, because baby, I don't do all that last minute. Anyway, but yes, so make sure that, and I know this video might feel like it's all over the place, but I hope you guys can grab some tips. If I remember, I will link some, I will try to comment on the screen or in the description box below all of the tips that I was trying to give. And then again, remember, follow me at Lisa Victoria on Instagram and at Rich Girls Plan if you guys want to see more on my channel about these topics that we talk about. So basically, once you've like written everything down, you gotta go now, then start to see yourself as your future self. There's nothing like setting goals, but you haven't already envisioned yourself being there. There's so many days I sit down and I just sit and I think and I meditate and I see myself in the lifestyle that I'm building. I see myself literally. I remember years ago, I would think to myself, I cannot wait until I'm sitting somewhere in my living room, in my house, somewhere, and I am surrounded by all of my passions. I am already in them, whether or not they are thriving passions, like, you know, the monetary aspect of them are really good or not. I am sitting right in the lifestyle that I want. And the only thing I have to do is reach out and get it. I'm sitting right here amidst everything that I desire. So my goal for 2021 obviously is to rebrand, re-strategize, and to turn those endeavors into residual and monetary, you know, streams. And I'm not saying that they're not monetary streams now, but obviously we have goals within goals. You might want to sell more than this month or next year or whatever. So obviously envision yourself as your true self, as your, you know, future best self. Already envision yourself there. That way when you get there, it's going to be an awe moment, of course, because you hit your goals, but you're at least going to be where you have already envisioned yourself long before. So I definitely encourage you guys to do that. Another thing I would say is move in silence. Like, understand that everybody can't go with you on your quest to becoming greater. And then also, sometimes people are just distractions. Some people are going to want to be you more than you're going to be you. You know what I mean? Like, some people you try to talk to when it comes to goals and visions, but all you find out is, you know, everything that you want to do, they want to do. You have to be careful associating yourself with people who have no identity. And when I say have no identity, people who don't know what they want. So everything that you want, they want. Then it becomes that thing of like, okay, I'm feeling suffocated being surrounded by people or a person or whatever who might not have their own what they want to do. If I'm running my fashion, I'm running my business, I'm doing my hair stuff, I'm doing my lip stuff, I'm doing my business stuff, I'm doing my YouTube channel, and you go from wanting to be like a dolphin catcher, I'm just throwing things out there, or a professional bass fisher, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know, cupcake lady, I don't know, like make your own cupcake bread, whatever. I'm just saying, if everything that you were wanting to do is no longer what you want to do, and now I'm hearing you say everything that I do is what you want to do, that is an example of a person who it does not have storage filled up. But we are back. But yes, you just want to make sure that you're surrounded by people who are like-minded, who have their own dreams, visions, and when you guys come together, it's a brainstorm, not a leech. You know what I mean? And okay, if y'all are familiar with leeches, which is really crazy, y'all, I know this is random, but I haven't seen a leech in a long time. Y'all remember leeches are those, like, I don't even know how to describe them, but they're like those little slimy little babe, they're not babes, they're slimy little critters, I don't know, and they look like, bleh. I just thought about what a leech looks like. They look disgusting, but they slither on the ground and they would come out. I can't remember if they came out when it was wet, but if a leech actually gets onto you, they will suck your blood. Like, they literally will gravitate to your skin and they will suck like whatever they can get out. Okay, I think you got to burn a leech off. I can't remember how you get them off. I think you either have to burn them or you have to bleach them or something. You have to put bleach on them or something before they, like, you know what, now it's gonna bother me. Let me look it up. But leeches, basically, I refer to people sometimes as leeches. You'll have the people in your life who will be a leech, who will want to suck everything out of you until you are dry, have nothing to offer, but will do that. Okay, parasitic or predatory worms that belong in, I don't want to talk about what classes they believe. I want to talk about, like, how they're harmful to us. Hold on. It sucks blood, basically, okay? And it's crazy because Wikipedia said freeloader, mooch, sponge. That's basically what I'm saying. People who are freeloaders, people who are a mooch, like, who just basically want to be basically sucking the life out of you, sucking the blood out of you, you know what I mean, is what the leech does. So they want to suck the life out of you, and they just kind of want to drain your energy with their garbage. Be careful of that, because when you are trying to start your business, when you're trying to be successful, you're going to want to wipe that out of your life. You don't want people in your life who are going to be like that, you know what I mean? Not cute. That's not, you know. So focus on you. Don't let anybody get in the way of what you got going on. Hustle. Be the better version of yourself. And when you feel like there's nothing else to do, be better. So I could give several more tips as to what to do. Maybe I'll make a video. I don't know. But if you are already a business owner or anything like that, and you're kind of feeling like, oh, all hope is lost, it's not. Just start to rebrand, re-strategize. I have a lot of people who be on my social media page, watch everything that I do, but when it comes to supporting, don't support. When it comes to, you know, you could be on the story all day, won't like a thing on my page. To each his own. I don't have time to be doing that, but people have time to do that. Don't let that deter what you have, because statistics show that the people who support you the most are going to be strangers. It's not going to be the people you know. It is going to be strangers. And some people think that's a little harsh, but it's not me making up the statistics. That's just facts, especially when it comes to business. So do continue to be who you are, continue to brand, continue to strategize, because just when you think that your brand is losing hope, you're going to have a slew of people who are going to become repeat customers who you don't know from a can of paint, but they've been watching you for a long time. I've had people come to me and tell me, you know, I've been watching you for a while and you didn't even know it, but you've really been hustling. And that just makes my day. So just know that it's going to be people who you least expect who feel that way. But just keep on keeping on, because, you know, at the end of the day, you'll be grateful that you didn't quit. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. It's literally dark outside, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?